If you're a wholesaler looking to get inbound motivated sellers, using a Google Business Profile is going to be your best bet because you can literally create one for free. And today in this video, I want to show you exactly step by step how to set it up so it can actually rank. Now, I've ranked Google Business Profiles for other wholesalers and my own all across the country. Now, if you want me to do your profile for you instead, feel free to hit the link in the description. I'd be happy to chat with you. But let's get to the video. I have a dummy profile that I've had for quite a while that I always use to show examples, and I'm going to run you through exactly what I would do if you're setting up your profile literally start to finish. As you can see, this is not verified, and what I would recommend is before you watch this video, the hardest thing is going to be getting verified. Basically, when getting verified, when getting the profile actually really to show up on Google, it's going to be sometimes it can be difficult, sometimes it can be pretty easy. So feel free to just get this profile verified first, and then I would come to this video then to optimize. From there, just get it, because you're already 90% of the way there once you get a profile verified. So pretty much the main two things that I'm going to explain on Google ranking an actual profile on how it actually works. The first thing they look at is proximity. Then the second thing they look at is relevance. The two things they mostly get from this is proximity, as in, of course, the address, as well as the relevance, which is going to be most likely with the most power, which is the business name. Now, with these two things, you want to choose very, very carefully, because if you do most of your deals, say for example, you're in the center of San Antonio or wherever you do deals at, you want to make sure that that address is as close as you can get it to make sure that it actually is close to the motivated sellers you're actually trying to target. Because when they look up sell my house fast, people who buy houses, whatever, if you want a better opportunity to rank better in those areas, you got to be as close as you possibly can. So if you don't have a home office, if you don't have an actual office suite and you actually work from home, that's fine. A lot of real estate and wholesalers do. Go to iPostal and you can buy an actual an address there, and you can verify your profile using that address. It actually works pretty well. Obviously, you're going to have a little bit of complications getting verified. The harder it is to prove that you actually office at that address. Do that at your own risk. I do not recommend and take any responsibility for anything like that, but that's what I would recommend as your best option if you work from home. So then the second thing is developing a business name. Okay, how do we develop a business name that is going to be SEO optimized? You want to make sure it has something to do, like in this case, this is a great example, House Buyers Minnesota. If you are in Minneapolis or you're trying to rank something like that, or if you're in Tampa, Florida, or in Miami, wherever, when you have House Buyers Miami, Cash Home Buyers Miami, any of these names, or Miami Cash Home Buyers, anything like that, where these are actually real names that you can actually get, it's going to help you rank much, much better, just because your name is going to dictate a lot. That's why you see, and we've all noticed this, where other profiles, which is a little bit of black hat SEO, which I'm not going to say anything about really in this video, is putting in keywords in the name of their profile. Now, I would not recommend this, especially in the beginning stages of setting up your profile, because you want to make sure that you can prove that you actually have the name. Now, obviously, we know other people do it and it helps them outrank, so do it at your own discretion, but that is going to be a big part of how Google also ranks your profile, is by using your name. So keep that in mind as well. On top of your proximity, you want to make sure, like if you're trying to rank in Tampa or something like that, that your address is actually located in Tampa. Now, moving on, because we figured out the business name, make sure it's SEO optimized to make sure you have a very, very real address here. So now, since you have that, then business category, typically what I'm doing is a real estate consultant. Most of all of our competitors are going to be using real estate consultants, so this is what I always choose, and only choose one. Don't choose any more than this. With description, this is what very important, as we want to make sure, which this is getting into the conversation of making sure we have our website loaded. You want to make sure you have a website first before you actually create a profile. Now, having a website is actually very simple. Typically, I am a huge fan of Carrot. I think you can get a website up in very, very short time amount, like literally 30 seconds, create an account. It's like 80 something bucks a month. It's very affordable, and you can get a very high quality website that will actually be somewhat pretty much developed for you already, and you can add a URL onto it. Perfect. You now have a perfect website to put onto your Google Business Profile, because Google does crawl websites for information. So for example, if I was going to do sell my house fast San Antonio, Or let's see. For example, let's do like Miami. This would be a good one. Let's do this. So if you go in here, it's gonna show either reviews or it's gonna show, and I'll show you an example. Hopefully I find it, and maybe it won't. But sometimes it will say, and I'm just gonna, yeah, here we go. Their website mentions sell my house fast, right? So this goes to show that they read your website. They are reading the content on your website, and why we use the description for a part of our website. So literally I copy and pasted this from that website I created in Carrot to literally put it in the description and copy it, because the more relevant it is to our website, the better it's going to be. So that's what I always do with description. I always just copy and paste the introduction paragraph of the website and simply paste it in there. It does very, very well. Opening date. This is going to give you a slight benefit. If you've been open for longer in business, it's going to help you a little bit. Now, you also want to be honest with this, because Google, they're very good at catching BS, to be honest with you. And so if you can't prove that your LLC or DBA or any information that you have when setting up this profile is truthful and actually has a real date on when you filed this LLC with a doing business as name, it can hurt you if they try to suspend you because you can't prove it, and then they officially will take away your profile rather than keeping it. So that's something you want to keep in mind. You can say your opening date for 3-4 years out, but don't go and set it for 25 plus years out. It's just gonna be a huge red flag to your profile, and you don't want to put a target on your back. Next, you want to make sure you have a phone number that's actually local to the area. For example, in Minneapolis, they typically use 612 numbers. So make sure you have a phone number that you're going to answer a lot, and make sure that you can communicate with well, and is also, most importantly, the same as the phone number on your website. You'd be shocked at how many people actually don't do this. Now, with the chat, do not use this chat. It's actually seen to be, there's some results out there that actually shows that it actually hurts your rankings, because when you set up chat, what it's going to do is it could dictate your ranking based off of how actually quick it takes for you to actually respond. So I would not mess with anything with chat. Even with all of my clients in my own profile, I don't do anything to do with chat. So do not do this. Website, we already talked about. Social profiles, definitely add all your social profiles. If you're doing any sort of SEO in general, you should be having this already. All you need is an Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest profile, and a couple other social profiles that they'll allow you, like Twitter, anything like that. You want to make sure you have all these. It's going to help your ranking significantly, especially when Google sees this naturalness when you have other social medias linking to your website, and let alone if you also get traffic through your website or through the link of your website through the social media pages. You're going to get a lot more better of a ranking, because they're getting it's in Google's eyes, it's super natural. So go ahead and do that. Now, we already talked about location. We talked about that. Service area. What I would recommend is, since you're trying to rank, so for example, in a place like Minneapolis, I would just try and do all the service areas for the biggest areas around Minneapolis. So of course, the first service area in my mind would be Minneapolis. And then what you'd want to do is maybe some suburbs around that. So for example, like St. Paul, right? Then like other suburbs outside of Minneapolis. I wouldn't really go outside too much farther than that. You want to tell Google, hey, this is my spot. When you put a little bit too many service areas in here and you're trying to target like, for example, if it was targeting like a city way up on the North Canadian border in Minnesota, it's just like, gosh, we don't want to associate ourselves. We want to be the dudes or girls in this local area. And so we want to be as niche relevant and tell Google, hey, this is what I want. I want this area. Then, with business hours, you're going to almost be required to do 24 hours. Reason being is because, one, all of our competitors are doing it, without a doubt. Second of all, if someone looks up sell my house fast, people who buy houses, whatever, and it's outside of your business hours and you're closed, you're automatically going to be shoved down to the bottom. And that's just the natural reality, because Google is trying to provide the most relevant searches possible, and they are trying to provide the people that are actually open currently, and so they're going to give them a benefit. So always be 24 hours, please. So special hours, nothing too crazy here. Don't need to mess with anything around here. But what you're going to want to do also, and this is something people also overlook, you're going to want to make sure you answer all of these questions, right? Even if you don't, or it's like, for example, all these are doesn't, right? Even if you do or don't, just answer all of them, right? And here, even if you don't have an office, just answer them, right? So we're going to say no here, right? You're going to answer all this. Then you're going to say whatever, amenities. You're going to answer all these questions. Crowd. answer all these questions, because once you answer all these questions, it's just going to increase your relevancy, and because Google is scanning the people that are credible and relevant with this. And obviously your business name and your proximity plays a huge part, but it's just going to increase your chances by a little bit if you just simply fill it out to the best of your ability, because it's just going to give it an easier time to actually rank. So definitely do that. Now, as far as editing the profile, it's very simple. Don't think too hard about it. Make sure you have an SEO optimized name in a way. It's going to help you out. Make sure your description's pulled from the website. We talked about everything else here. Make sure the website's all good. I'd recommend Carrot, and the affiliate link I have down below. You can use that if you want to support the channel, whichever works for you. Obviously, make sure you have a business location. Like I said, you can use a company that is called iPostal if you want to give this a shot. If you don't have an office, it's probably, or getting a virtual mailbox is going to be the best route for you. So then otherwise, yeah, we talked about pretty much everything else here. You just want to fill it out that way, and it's very, very simple. Now, when it comes to services, and we'll actually get to other things, but if you want to even get further optimized, you can create a product. So get started. You could name the product name like Sell My House in Probate, or Sell My House for Cash, Minneapolis. You can also do this. You can create products and drag a photo from your website, select a category, make the description all about, maybe an excerpt from your website. You could create these products. It's going to actually, it definitely will help even get it further optimized. Photos. When it comes to photos, you're going to want to make sure that you put as many as you can in here. This is going to definitely, it's not going to hurt you, but obviously you don't want to stick about 100 in here in a day. You want to make sure that you can get these submitted without actually having issues. And what I would recommend is with these, I would recommend just putting anything and everything, whether it's pictures of you, pictures of houses, whatever it is. You just want to make sure that's the case. But what's also going to help you is if the photos are geotagged with a location. So for example, if you can geotag all of your photos to be in Minneapolis, it's going to help your relevancy, because they're going to be like, oh, wow, okay, so these photos are taken in Minneapolis. He is an actual Minneapolis person, right? And so that's what I would recommend, is add as many photos, add videos, add pictures of yourself, pictures of houses, pictures of rehab, pictures of everything. Add as many photos as you can. I promise, because all of your competitors probably have 100 photos, 200 photos plus in these really competitive markets, and you have to compete with it. Now, when it comes to bookings, I would just simply put in your website URL here. Very simple, and that just adds a little bit extra. If you want to add some question and answers, these aren't too crazy, but what you can do is you can just put in some questions in there that maybe people ask typically, like, do I need to clean my house out when I sell? Do I need to pay closing costs? Is there any fees involved? Anything like this. You can ask these questions yourself and then answer them. Wouldn't go too crazy. Like I said, Google business profiles, they're getting harder and harder and harder every single day to get verified and stay verified, because so many people are doing all this crazy crap, and they understand that their algorithm, they need to figure it out, right? And so they're just suspending people like crazy. So you need to make sure that you are doing everything correctly. Now, when it comes to services, this is when I would basically, even though we don't do appraisals, we don't do buying agent services, I've just seen a better benefit to select all of these. Simply, I've just seen a better benefit to select all of these. And when you do that, it's just going to make your profile even more relevant. And so then when you want to get a little bit more crazy, you can also add a custom service in here. And also, this is discretionary. I am not the one this is not a blame game if anything happens, because this is all theoretical, right? I'm not responsible for your profile getting suspended. This is just what I know can work. And so you can put in here like cash home buyers, Minneapolis. You can put in here people who buy houses. You can do all these things. You can put whatever keywords you want, but you just want to make sure that you be careful with this. Do not stick a bunch of keywords for services in the profile, because at once it's just going to cause problems. You got to be careful with all of this, but that's what I would recommend. Otherwise, that is pretty much it for Google Business Profile. You do all these things. It took me years to learn all these things, so if you find this video helpful, please drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel, because all I talk about is for wholesalers, making sure they can get ranked on Google, whether it's a PPC campaign, website, profile, anything like that. Now, like I said, if you want me to do your profile, or if you want me to do your website and PPC for you, feel free to hit the link in the description. I'd be happy to chat with you, but thanks for watching.